Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Tuesday, and you're in the right place at the right time. It is the Ask Dr. Ron on Facebook Live, and I am here with my lovely co-host, Miss Fiona, over in Studio B over there. Hey, Miss Fiona, how you doing?
I can't complain. What's going on?
I'm still alive, baby. I'm still alive. That's my testimony. I'm sticking to it. With so many people getting up out of here, it is unbelievable. The numbers are still climbing. Just
Mm-hmm.
like 2020 has not ended, it's a carryover. We are losing celebrities and family members alike. It is not a good thing when the numbers are climbing as fast as they are, and we're just in February. It's no joke. People are they're suffering and they're getting up out of here. It's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah. So how you doing in your world?
Oh, I'm glad it's after 5 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those kids, they did it today, Dr. Ron. They did it today. You remember when your parents had company
Uh huh.
and that was the opportunity for you to just start just doing stuff and you know that she's watching you?
Uh huh.
That was that was today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
they
the
kept me
so
on my
so
toes.
so the so the kids were trying your patience today, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's okay because we're
So
gonna go play in the snow tomorrow.
I was gonna say, how many of them did you have to leave locked in the closet before you left work?
Oh, they was all out. I was nice. See, when I leave, it's the next person I gotta take. So
Ah.
worry about that stuff tomorrow.
So let me ask you a question. Now, when I was
Mhm.
coming up, you know,
Mhm.
um, you used to be able to beat kids, you know. So now, are
You
you
funny.
all are y'all
You real
allowed to
funny.
beat kids now?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. See, that's
No,
why they
we
be
cannot.
all over the place. See, that's why they be climbing up on the ceiling fans, all on top of the kitchen cabinet, trying to get the
Yeah.
Oreos and all that kind of stuff. You know,
See, this is twofold. I understand, but I can't hit nobody else's kid.
well, they dropped them off, didn't
Well, you know what? Maybe we need to put that in policy somewhere.
they? They dropped them off for you to take care of them. So hey, whatever happens to them, happens to them. You can always
You-
say they bumped their head against the refrigerator door or something. You ain't got to blatantly just hit them with a chair. You can say, "Hey, come here, little so and so," and then all of a sudden open up the door. By the time they get there, it's all kinds of tricks to the trade now.
well,
And,
let's
and
write a
look,
book about
look, look, and while they dizzy, then you trip them. Oops, you fell.
it. He went home with a bump on his head. What happened?
Yeah, he
I don't know.
fell. He ran into the refrigerator. I told him to stop running.
I'm not bringing my kids ever to your house.
Not at all. Don't do it. you know,
Ever.
you know, I told people a long time ago, you got a 2 hour window. Okay,
Mm,
I will watch your kids for 2 hours. After that, you can pick them up at the police station, fire station, whichever one I can get to. I'm gonna feed them. I'm gonna
hmm
let them have a nice time for 2 hours. But after that, you better be outside the
You
door
are.
trying to get your kids. You know,
I understand.
yeah. But
Hmm
and see, you brought up something. You say, "Talking about absolutely not." Now,
hmm
when we was coming up back in the olden days, as we used to refer to it as,
hmm
parents used to drop your kids off at the Catholic school, and the Catholic
Mm.
nuns used to beat the hell out of the kids every damn day. Okay, every
Yeah.
day. Somebody was made an example of, by getting beat down. Now, how they was able to get away with it back in the
hmm
'60s and '70s or whenever '50s, and because all the
hmm
members of my family that went to Catholic school had horror stories, and they wasn't even Catholic.
Mm-mm. That narrative has changed. Now parents will fight the teacher. We ain't even gonna talk about that.
Okay, all right.
But that the narrative has changed.
Yeah. Well, so that's when you come home, you get a glass of wine,
Yeah,
and you chill out and enjoy the Ask Dr. Ron show. There is a
absolutely.
ray of sunshine in this messed up day. There you go. Now you're in the right place at the right time. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes, you get to enjoy
Hmm.
what's getting ready to happen for the next hour. Okay. Yeah, only thing
Great.
missing is the wine. Or I don't know. You might have one over there on the side somewhere. You never know.
Well, I have something to drink.
Oh. Yeah, there you go. Yep, yep, yep.
I just can't tell you. Oh,
Okay.
the show is here, by the way. Um, you did pay me for that wonderful win on Sunday. Let's not forget to talk about
You
that.
gonna talk about the cash app that I had to send you, after
Yeah.
uh
Yeah.
you know, after my team of choice did not come through. Yeah.
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 Yeah. That
I
was
don't
a
know
great.
what happened. That was a crash and burn, boy. They beat the hell out that boy.
Yes, they
Yeah.
did. But then we can't forget.
It wasn't even a good game. They dogged them boys from the jump. Lord have
That
mercy.
was a wonderful game. What are you talking about?
I was expecting a whole lot more out of Kansas City than what they came up with.
Oh, well, see, that was the team you were rooting for. So it was a wonderful game. I had my chicken.
So you was one of those people that helped set the record for the most chicken wings on a Super Bowl Sunday being consumed. You was one of them people.
I did. I enjoyed them because I made them all by myself.
All
See?
right,
So,
all
yep.
right, all
Mm-hmm.
right. Well, yes. Most people that know me know I do not bet. Okay, but my co-host hustled me out of a whole dollar. I felt like the Eddie Murphy in Trading Times, or Trading Places or whatever. That movie where Mortimer, you owe me $1. you know, he bet me $1 to see how you can ruin my life. So she
Yes.
hustled me out of a
I love
whole
it.
dollar.
I did.
And I went straight on Cash App and sent it to her. Even in the third quarter, because I didn't even want to hear her mouth. Where my dollar at? I didn't even want to hear her mouth. So I just paid the woman, so she didn't have nothing to say.
Thank, thank you
Yep.
very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, yep, yep, yep. Look,
Hmm.
Art James said he's watching. He said, "I'm told you needed it when they beat the kids." Okay, that's what's up. See, everybody agree from the old days that that's what you needed. Okay, a good
Hey,
smack upside the head. Make them trip and fall on the coffee table or something. And then call their parents up and tell them, "I think you need to do something about this badass you got that you sent
you
over here."
you make it sound too easy.
Yes.
I need help. I need help then.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what you do is I'm gonna help you out.
Okay.
This is, you create your own permission slip, and then when the parent come in, you make them
Hmm.
sign it, giving you control to beat the hell out of their children for the 8 hours that they at your school, and then you don't turn that into the office. You keep that,
Hmm.
as a free get out of jail slip when they come at you. Tell them,
Hmm.
why did you beat that child? Because I got
Hmm.
permission from their mama. Now get the hell out of my face. See, that's how you do
Hey,
that. See,
well, if I make the rules, I gotta abide by them, right?
yeah. Well,
So
you
I'll
can't let
take
no
that
kids get
advice.
the best of you for no whole 8 hours either.
Well, you are absolutely right, and I'm gonna go with what you said.
Look, we're gonna move further because we got a good show lined up today. We got Miss Theresa Taylor on the line with us today, and we're gonna be talking about entertainment and entertainers and music and all those kind of good things. So let me get these announcements out the way so we can go further in the show. First of all, I want to give a shout out to all of the healthcare workers in the healthcare field. And I said workers, but I meant to say heroes because they have been keeping our family members well and bringing them back to life after they've gotten sick. And they're heroes. They're not just workers, they're heroes. And like I always say, every time I go live, I'm going to wear this shirt as a solidarity to all of our heroes in the healthcare field because I want them to know that I'm praying for them and I support them and I want them to continue standing on the front line, keeping our family members alive. So I definitely want to shout them out each and every time I go on the air. Number two, I want to give a shout out to all of our pastors and our spiritual leaders that are on the front line that are also keeping our spirits and keeping us motivated at a time like this, because it's a hard time. This pandemic is very difficult. People shut in, and you need spiritual uplifting and motivation and somebody to pray for you. And that's what they do. And a special shout out to Dr. Lloyd Michael Hunt, who gets up each and every morning and prays and delivers an inspirational word each and every morning. And I applaud him and I salute him because he is on his job. He is not missing a day. He has got inspiration going forward. So if you're looking for inspiration, you can get it. If you're not familiar with Dr. Hunt, you can scroll down on my Facebook page. You'll run into some of his messages. You can also go over to my YouTube channel. I've got a whole playlist of some of his old, messages that he has delivered 10, 20, 30 years ago, and they're still very timely today. So check out Dr. Hunt. And last but not least, I want to give a shout out to all of the people that have lost loved ones, people that are struggling because they have not had an opportunity to say goodbye to their loved ones the way they would like to. And I encourage you to keep them alive in your heart, and they'll always be with you. You know, just like we were talking about earlier, there are many people that are still losing loved ones, just like it was in 2020. The numbers for today, as provided by newsbreak.com, 27 million people have been confirmed with corona, and we have 472,000 people that have died from corona in the United States. And I'm just dealing with the United States. You know, so this thing is not gone anywhere. It's still here. It's still alive. And it's something that we have to take all the caution we can to make sure that we don't get sick or we don't allow our loved ones to get sick, because we don't know whether they're going to survive it or not. Also, tragic news over the weekend. We talked about Leon Spinks, who passed away. And just on last night, Mary Wilson passed away at the age of 76. And, you know, another celebrity that has been entertaining us and been with us all of our lives at 76. It's been a tragic year already for celebrities that have gotten up out of here. So, my prayers and thoughts go out to her family and all of her fans as well. Because, some of y'all wouldn't even been born if it wasn't for her music, Miss Fiona.
Sure.
Yeah, her music has been an inspiration in a lot of ways,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I know you were talking about Black History, which we talk about on Sundays when we do our promo. So maybe we're going to have to do an historical moment on her, because she is now,
Sure can.
not just a legend, but also a hero, so we have to salute her as well. Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay. So now
Mm-hmm.
moving right along, I want to go over to the website and get our commercials out the way, talk about all of our sponsors, and then we're going to bring our guest on, because she's on hold waiting with us right now, and we want to, get her in here, get her in the game, as they say,
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing you're going to hear is my theme song, and after the theme song, we're going to talk about all of the advertisers that we have on the show and what it's going to take for you to be an advertiser. So stand by. Here we go.
Ask Dr. Ron, ask Dr. Ron. Whatever you're feeling, he will give you healing, he'll inform you. Ask Dr. Ron, ask Dr. Ron. Entertaining news, political issues, local and globally.
All right. I want to invite everybody to go over to the website ask-dr-ron.com. And when you get there, I want you to browse around, take a look at the new look. We want you to, notice all of the new things that, my IT guy have put together on the site. We've got some new things happening, and I'm so happy that he's giving me a new look for 21, and he's still making more developments on the website. So I'm so excited about that. As you scroll down, you will come to a place on the site where you will see the advertising. And these are people that make it possible for us to do what we do here on the Ask Dr. Ron show. So we want you to support them. The first one we want to talk about is the National Block Club University. Mr. Cyron Smith has a plan and a program to help make safety in your communities for your children, for your family, for your seniors. It's always, excuse me, it's always good to know where you can go and get a plan where you can make your community safe. And that's what he has. Mr. Cyron Smith, National Block Club University. All you have to do is click on the banner, the slide. It'll take you right over to his website. Reach out to them, and they'll be more than happy to tell you what they can do to help you make your community safe. Also, we have Chief Nomo's Oasis. Chief Nomo brings in products, goods from the west coast of Africa, Ghana. He brings in moringa seeds, clothing, soaps, oils, all sorts of products. He brings them in personally. He also offers up alkaline water. And Chief Nomo also will consult with you so that during this time of pandemic and you can stay safe and not have to worry about getting sick. So Chief Nomo's Oasis, click on the banner. It'll take you right to his website. Give him a call, and you want to have a consultation with him. Also, RRJ Web Solutions. If you have an idea or a concept that you would like to bring to the World Wide Web, Mr. Ralph Jenkins has been working with me for over 15 years, and I tell you, he is one of the best in the business. He can fix your broken websites. He can host, build, design, whatever your needs are, he can do it. That's RRJ Web Solutions. Click on the banner, give him a call, tell him what your ideas are. He'll put it together for you. And I promise you, you won't find anybody better than him. He can fix this, even if it's broken. If you got a website and it's broke, he can fix it. That's what he does. Mr. Ralph Jenkins. Also, we have Mr. Prince Hunter Financial Group. Prince Hunter is offering 2 free classes to anybody that tells them that they saw their advertisement on the Ask Dr. Ron show, and you will learn how to trade in the Forex market, learn how to trade in the stock market. He will teach you some things that you have never seen or heard of pertaining to understanding how to make money in the market. Click on the banner, take you over there, call him up, get your appointment, get your 2 free classes. 2 free classes. Tell him you heard about it on the show, and he will give you 2 free classes. Prince Hunter Group. Also, we have Quick Efficient Tax Services. Ms. Ray was on the show a couple of weeks ago. It is tax season. If you are looking for someone that can straighten out your tax mess, she is the one to do it. Ms. Ray can set up an appointment with you. She's offering a $25 discount and also free electronic filing. So you want to call up Ms. Ray, get an appointment. Tell her that you want that free filing, and she'll make an appointment for you. Tell her you heard about it on the Ask Dr. Ron show. And she is ahead of the game on understanding what is important when it's come to filing taxes, especially since the IRS sent all y'all that free money. Okay, since y'all got that so-called free money, y'all need to know what to do with it once you have, your taxes done, because you don't want them to come back on you now. So she'll tell you how to handle that. Okay. And last but not least, one of my favorite advertisers, Port Again Sam. He brings in some of the best wines and spirits from all over the world, exclusive. And I tell you, once you have began tasting some of Sam's wines and spirits, you ain't gonna want to go no place else. I tell you, they are the best. I have started a collection myself because I know when he gets certain items in, he runs out of them very fast. And I got to make sure I have the best, only the best, and I enjoy the best. So click on the banner, it'll take you over to his website, and you will be able to have a wine tasting. So you can find out what your favorite wine is and continue to enjoy that wine as long as he's got it in stock. Okay? So, also on here, you'll find our affiliates, Chicago Communicator News Media, and also Immaculate Educational Consulting, which we'll talk about them a little bit later on. So those are our affiliates. Those are the people that help make things happen here. Right now, it's that time in the show where we're going to go over to our guest, Miss Theresa Taylor. I'm so excited to have her on the show today. Where is she? She hiding from me. With Global Empire Entertainment Media. And there she is. Hello,
Hey,
Miss Theresa.
family.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you. I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, I see you was hiding over there for a minute, you know. But Miss Theresa, I have to admire you, because you have one of the most difficult jobs that I've seen in the business. You got to listen to them people badass music and then try and make a show out of it.
So you're wrong for that. You're wrong for that.
I'm just saying, that's not an
Wait.
easy job.
Was it my expression? My expressions when I just sit there and say, "Well, I'll be damned."
Right.
I know they didn't send me this. I know they didn't.
I've had the honor and the privilege of seeing Miss Teresa's show, and I tell you, boy, she be drinking wine and trying to make it through an hour or 2 hours of what they call it, new music. Is that what they call it?
Sometimes I don't know what to call it, but
Oh, wow.
I'm just going to say it's alternative.
Okay,
So
all right,
that you know.
okay, all right. Because I'm like, Lord have mercy. Boy, I tell you. So tell them about your show, Miss Teresa, because I know most people trying to figure out, I don't know what the heck I'm talking about right now. So why don't you explain to them what it is that your show is all about?
If I knew, I would be able to tell you. But from what others have said, I'm actually a global promoter. I promote artists from around the world, all different countries. It is a bridge, and we are Global Empire. We used to be Global Family Promotions. Now we are Global Empire ENT Music. And what we do, like I said, it's a bridge. We connect artists with producers or artists with promoters, whatever they need, we can actually find for them. So they're not out here just willy nilly, not knowing where to find what they need, but at a reasonable price. And a lot of times we do a lot of things pro bono or we give back. So that is another way that we help new artists just coming onto the scene is they may start off without a budget, and so we will find the right people that wouldn't mind helping them out that way. We also do a Spreaker show that is that is sent out to iHeart, to Spotify, to podcasts to everywhere. So you can find us there as well. All you have to do is turn on your radio. You hear all of our shows, our old shows. Also, it'll tell you about our upcoming shows. But you must download the Spreaker app if you'd like to communicate as the show is going live. We also have a YouTube channel as well, Global Empire ENT Media. We do a lot of interviews. We do a lot of music shows there as well. I do a lot of teaching on different topics. So we do a broad range of things. We are now connecting with different promoters as well. So we cross promote. And yeah, anything you can think of as far as music, visuals. We work with very closely with Danny Joel Flint from La Familia Arts and Design. He's out of Australia. And so he has also started hundreds of artists out with their very first promo CD covers and flyers and anything that they've needed, we've been able to provide. So we're pretty proud, and it's only been in existence, I'm going to say about 5
Okay.
years. Yeah.
So it's only music. So like if say a person they had a pilot for a TV show or a treatment for a movie or something like that, you don't deal with that part of it, but just the music part of it.
No, no, actually, we do. We have
Okay.
promoted entrepreneurs. We've promoted videographers. We promoted a mini series. Mathorn, he's on the feed now. He is from Paris. He does a lot in the visuals as well, the visual arts. He's a singer, he's a producer, dancer. And yeah, so we promote just about anything you could imagine, not just music, but music is our first love.
Okay. All right. So like say for instance, I'm old school, so I would probably have real music. Something I've been,
Hey, as opposed to
Right.
what we have, is that what you're trying to do? You
well, because most
don't know how to
people,
do that.
most people nowadays they sample old school music.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so
yes,
they'll
that's true.
they'll find something that's got a beat and then twist it all up. It was so funny. I was looking at a clip on YouTube the other day from Soul Man.
Mm,
With Bernie Mac and Samuel Jackson, and the kid was in the garage using their old school bass line on a modern day hip hop, and
right,
when they went into the garage and told them, say, that's our music, and then
right.
one of the guys looked at it and said, oh yeah, that's their face on the album.
Wow.
So, and then it went on to be, very funny scene later on, where he made the guy apologize for stealing their bass line, and not
But
wanting to pay him. Yeah.
it's actually a compliment because a lot of the new artists, they don't realize where those beats come from. And
Hmm.
that's why a lot of times I may do shows specifically teaching about our history in music,
Okay.
from jazz to pop to salsa to, I mean, to everything. I've done shows where we go to Cuba and I introduce you to so many artists from Cuba. And then we may go to New Zealand or to Ghana. So we have to know our origins. And I believe that's a way of giving honor to our ancestors and to
Yeah.
our elders as well, to let you know that you didn't come up with this,
Right.
that this has always been around, but you have to know the origins of music,
Right.
the origins of sound. It's very, very important. And I think that that is lacking. I think that because
Yeah.
I call it the tell lie vision, you know, and that is one of the reasons why I started the Global Family is because I was really tired. I was tired of hearing BS. You know, I was tired of our young people believing that this is all that they were. That unless you were doing trap music, unless you were disrespecting women,
Hmm.
you couldn't make it. And we proved that you can make it, that you don't have to fall into the stereotype of what society or what others believe is what we are entitled to. You see, so that is why I will play a long gamut of music to let our artists know it's okay to be unique. It's okay to be original. That we have to actually build our own lane now. And the underground is bigger than mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
There are hundreds upon thousands of thousands of artists in the underground, and that is where my heart is the underground, letting them know that your music is incredible and don't sell out. You don't have to sell your soul. And I also taught some of the younger artists that, when they say, I want to get signed, I want to get signed, you don't want to get signed.
No.
You really don't. Because if you look at the statistics, within a couple of years after your 1 minute of fame is up, then what do you have? A lot of them have had to file for bankruptcy. A lot of them have hit their plateau, and then you don't hear about them anymore. This happens in mainstream media. So we also direct our artists on how to start their own labels. A lot of the independents, they have their own labels now, so they call their own shots. Am I saying that they still don't want to go mainstream? Of course, a lot of them do. But there's so much that comes along with that they have no idea that it is not just getting on a stage and making money. And, you have,
Yeah.
you actually become your own boss now. And you have people's lives that you are responsible for. So if you don't make money, their family may not eat.
Yeah.
So you have to really think about these things, when it comes to the music industry, as well as paperwork, as well as having your registrations in order. A lot of artists that I've come across, they're putting out great music, they're not making any money because they're not registered.
Right.
And so we do a lot of artist development. Step 1, step 2, step 3
So
before you get played on the
so
radio.
so you're
Yeah.
doing artist development, which is a was just a thankless job. I can tell you that now. A lot of people they don't understand that it is a business.
Yes, it
And
is.
then if you don't know the business part of it, if all you know is the microphone and standing in front of it, then you're missing out on a whole lot of it because it's a whole lot that goes on before you get in front of it. And you're absolutely right with telling people that they don't want to get a music deal because there is not a major record label in this country or anywhere in the world that's giving anything other than the 360 deal. And for those
Yes.
that are interested, go Google the 360 deal. It is nothing that you ever want to put yourself in a position to have to sign a piece of paper saying, "Well, I got a 360 deal." It's nothing to be proud of. They stopped giving out deals a long time ago. And then, if you haven't moved a million pieces of product, they don't even want to talk to you. So,
Exactly.
so
Exactly.
yeah.
And but you see, and what they are under the assumption, a lot of the artists, when they look at the television, we and when they look at the television, they see the Nicki Minaj's, they see this, they see that. They don't realize that they're not Nicki, that this is a once in a billion opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
You may never, ever get to that plateau. So, what I also teach them is find other revenues, streams of income, in case, in case it doesn't work. I'm not saying to give up on your dream, but I'm saying be realistic as well. Don't put your all into music and you're not able to pay your bills for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
But then I also teach that you have to invest in your craft. A lot of the the artists, they don't realize that when they send me tracks, I can hear the difference in production. You have to invest, whether that's a good promoter, whether that's a great producer. It makes a lot of difference. And a lot of times, if I get, or if others get tracks, they're going to listen. The first few seconds will either make or break a song,
Mm-hmm.
and so if it's not produced correctly, then they're not going to listen to it.
So, what's the average age group? And then I'm gonna turn it over to Fiona because she got a whole pad of questions over there for you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, what is the average age group that you deal with the people that you deal with?
I have had an artist as young as, I'm going to say she was 13 at the time. She's now older. I was afraid to even deal with that, but I knew her potential and now she is doing very, very well. Up till, I'm going to say close to 60,
Mm,
because music, it has no age.
okay, so since you go up to 60, there's a chance for me, huh? I can make a song.
Always.
All right, now
Always.
y'all heard her. She gonna help me. I can't sing a lick
Yes,
and I
indeed.
can't play a beat, but I can. But I'm gonna try.
Listen, after we get you the right producers, you'll be all right. You be out. But here's the thing, and I tell people this too. You know, everything sounds great, and when you're in the studio,
Right.
they can do
They
wonders.
can
But
sweeten
if
it
I
up.
put you on a stage, right? If I put you on the stage and you don't have all of that,
Right.
and you embarrass me,
Uh
then
huh.
we're gonna have
That's all right.
issues. So you
I
gotta
still
have
got
talent.
I still got Millie and Vanilli's phone number. You know.
Okay. Okay.
All right,
I
Miss
want
Fiona, go right ahead.
to. You are funny. Hi, Miss Theresa. Great. I think you touched a lot of great points that if a person didn't know, I'd be very interested in global empire. So I appreciate you touching those facts. One of the things that you said was that there was a shift in between underground and mainstream. Could you elaborate on that? And then at the same token, how did you feel about that? Or how do you feel about it?
A shift as in what? What type of shift exactly?
A shift as in there's more attention now on the underground than mainstream.
Okay, I'll tell you where that came from.
Mhm.
A lot of the a lot of the well-known artists, they actually they know where they came from. And so a lot of times they bring a lot of their people with them.
Mhm.
They're not always writing their own songs. They're not always producing their own songs. When you get to a certain plateau, yes, you're signed, but along that way, it's real. I can say that independent, it is real music. It is unfiltered. This is what is going on in our cities, what is going on in our countries. Whereas mainstream, sometimes you're told what you can and what you cannot put out.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So there is a huge difference. But there's so much more great music, I say, in the independent sector.
Mhm. I've heard that, and I've seen. I love music as well, and so I've seen that whole shift and always wanting the underground artists to become mainstream because it sounds way better than what's already in mainstream. So I definitely thank you for that. And then my other question for you is, it takes a lot of patience to deal with people with other people, right? And so in order to do that, I think it goes into understanding yourself. So for me, so for you, what got you into music?
Me and Dr. Ron, we talked about this. I come from a family of music. My
Mhm.
father was very well known in Chicago. I grew up in the studio. He had his own singing group. I forget the name of it. I was a little tight, but I remember when he put out his first double EP, and I had fallen in love with music
Mhm.
because on his CD, he played so many different types of music. He did salsa, then he did blues, then he did. And so also when I started meeting my aunts and uncles, that is what I call them,
Mhm.
Helen Wooten. I didn't know that she was a legend. She was just, you know, Auntie Helen, and
Mhm.
and there were so many others. The Shylights, me and the doctor we talked about, were they're legends. They're bigger than life, but they were just our people from the city. You know what I'm saying? The
Mhm.
Jacksons. I'll tell you a cute story. My father, he had a club, and he also had his record stores
Mhm.
in Chicago. Then he also had his studio. So a lot of the legends would come to the studio, and of course his group was opening up for others. But I remember that in a movie, the Michael Jackson movie, Michael, when he was younger, he was wearing a medallion. I don't know if you remember that movie, but as he became very famous, someone snatched it off.
Mhm.
And my father said, that was my medallion. I said, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I remember the stories. And
Mhm.
he said, before they signed with Motown, my father knew their manager. And he told the manager, don't sign with Motown, they're going to become soldiers. They're going to become, they're not going to have the artistic freedom that they need. But they went ahead and they signed with Motown. But before they signed with Motown, my father gave them their last farewell performance, in Indiana. And so, and father and other people tell me the story. And so Michael, after the performance, he ran up to my father and he saw this big medallion on my father's chest and he said, "I love that. I love that." He said, "Here, this is yours." And he gave it to Michael. So every time I saw that movie, it reminded me of my father and how I fell in love with music. And one thing that I learned is that they're larger than life, some of the legends, right? But if you sat down with them or if they were in your home, they were just people, but with extraordinary gifts. That's what made them unique, and they're not a lot of Roberta Flacks anymore. They're not a lot of Chaka Khans. So we have to remind this generation who came before them, because if we don't, in 10 years, 20 years, they may not know these names. And that is what I try to do as well.
Well, that was a great Black History moment as well. Thank you. Thank you. Uh, Dr. Ron, I think I've asked the most important questions I would want to know.
Oh, you going easy on her.
I am. I
Yeah.
am.
I was gonna make her go on that Rolodex and find the name of that group. See, look at
Oh
her.
my God.
See, what group was that? Like we talked about at the opening of the show, how Mary Wilson just passed away. And that
Yes,
was
yes.
was a shock for a lot of people going forward into 2021. We're starting out this year like we did last year with so many people that are just not going to be with us for the rest of the year, and it's a hurtful thing because they have been so much part of our lives. And I hate to think of what's going to be around the corner, as the year progresses. I know Marshall and the Shy Lights this year coming up, I think in April, they're going to finally get their at the Chinese, garden, they're going to be getting their footprints over there. So they're looking forward to that, and I'm sure Mary would have been there
Yes,
when that would
indeed.
have happened. That was the last time that they had met up, was when they were there. He posted that picture like 3 o'clock this morning. Marshall did, of them being together. And we got some musical families on the line today with us. Don Funches, you remember the Dales?
Hello
Yeah,
to the Dells.
yeah,
Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.
yeah,
Royalty
yeah,
is in the house.
yeah.
Royalty. Yes.
Calvin Fox, which is her husband. He been shouting at me since the show started.
Yeah, I think I see him.
Yeah, he been shouting at me. You know,
I feel him.
yeah, But her father was one of the original Dales.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, my father's name is Lloyd Taylor. So anyone that is familiar with Worldwide Records in Chicago, we had a store on Central and Lake. I think we had one on Laramie and Lake, a few other places. But and this is one thing that my father taught me too, and this is odd, but and I had a knack. I had a knack for picking the B sides of every 45. Now, what did that mean back in the day? Everyone always came in for the A side, right? When Prince came out, I want that A side. They never listened to the B side. And so I was so little, I think this was it was some child labor law. I don't know, it should have been, but I used to stand on a stoop and I used to sell records. I think it was the 45s were 3 for $1. And then the LPs, I think, were 2 or 3 for 15. And I remember always playing the B side. And my father would say, no, 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 they came in for that. But it was something, my brain was always different. I never went with the flow. I always wanted to find something different. And sure enough, when people started realizing, well, wait a minute, whoa, I came in for this, but this is actually really nice. And so then he started making me go to every section of the record store. Listen to jazz, listen to salsa, listen to R&B, listen to reggae. And so it stayed inside of me. And so that is why when I started the global family, which is now a global empire, I said I'm going to find the best of the best from all over the world. But I'm going to do it independent. That's what I'm going to do. And it's been crazy. And you asked, how do I basically keep sane?
Yes.
Honestly, I have I have thousands of inboxes. I have thousands of MP3s. And I tell every artist, just be patient. You've been patient this long. Be patient a little bit longer. Everyone has their time on this planet. And so a lot of times I have to untap. I have to spend time with my family. Whereas before I would work 13 hours a day, because I felt, and this was the guilt in me. I've got to play everyone. That's great. I don't want anyone to be left out. But then I realized that it was taking a toll on my family, on myself. And so that is why, the movie, my office hours are from,
Right.
my office hours are from.
Right.
But,
So
but,
so
but, but
so
then I,
so
I'm
what you
sorry.
trying to say? You done hung a few people out of some balconies or something? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, up here, they got a long way down, but then I had to realize too that I had to stop myself that a lot of the artists are on the other side of the planet. So when it's day here, it's a night there. So we had to find a happy medium. But it does take a lot of patience.
Mhm.
I'm honest about it. I have flipped out at times. Like this is too much.
Mhm.
I can't listen to any more tracks in one day. Just leave me alone. And then I'll sneak. Well, just one more hour. I'm just gonna listen just for a few more hours. But you do have to find balance, and that's with anything that you do in life, especially if you have a family. I have 4 daughters and we have 12 grandchildren. So, of course, they take a lot of my time, but they understand, they appreciate what I do and why I do it. You have to have a great support system in any type of social media setting, because let's say if I'm with someone that's very jealous, and I tell the artists this all the time, you have to find someone that appreciates and understands the business that you're in, or else it won't work. And then they will become a hindrance to you, you know?
So, in the future, when the world opens back up,
Yes.
are you planning on doing like artist showcases and things of that nature that would be live instead of just social media showcases?
Yes, of course. We went to South by Southwest a couple of years ago. The next year we were supposed to go, but it didn't work out. But that is what I do is when the world was open, is we traveled. I did a lot of coverage for a lot of different events. Kenule Spate, I believe he's in Detroit. I see him. Peace to you, Kenule. But he is an R&B singer, really, really great R&B singer. But that is what I do as well. If you like interviews, live interviews, if you'd like for me to come to your city, I've done that before too. So if there's anything big that's coming, I'm usually there.
Okay.
And I try not to go too far away from home, but I am planning on going to Jamaica because I do have a lot of artists there that need exposure too. So I may do a week or something like that in Jamaica. We have artists in Australia and New Zealand that are also calling. So yeah, yeah,
Ain't
it's a
that
lot.
ain't that convenient? She's like, I gotta go to Jamaica. You know.
Right.
I know.
Go
You
ahead.
know, I just, look,
Oh
baby,
yeah, okay. I think I might go to Australia. Go
look,
over there and
it,
let some of these, kangaroos sing to me.
it's a hard life. It's a hard knock life.
Yeah, look, I'm
It's a
not,
hard
I'm not
life. It
hating at
really is.
all. And actually, I'm so glad that you sound like you love your work.
Mhm.
And I know we only got an hour show, so if an artist is not familiar with what you can do for them, how would they go about getting your attention? What I see, we have your phone number up here. We've got your Empire Global Empire Entertainment Media. But what do they need to do? Tell them what they have to do.
Okay. All you have to do is get in my email, global promotions 2020 at gmail.com. Global promotions, that's all one word, 2020 at gmail.com. The first thing you do is you introduce yourself, not hey baby. If I get another inbox that says, baby, you so fine, baby, I'll drink your bath water.
Oh my God.
And the first thing I
Wait a
tell
minute,
an
wait a
artist
minute. You
is,
can't say that and run
oh,
off real fast. Wait a minute. Do
yeah,
they actually say that? Seriously? They say
baby,
that?
baby, I hope you're not married because I want to be your next ex,
Oh wow.
baby. And I tell artists this. I say, if I were a male in this field, would you approach me like that? No, I wouldn't. So why would you do it because I'm a woman?
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of sexism
Yeah.
in this industry as well. Treat me like you would treat any executive. If I'm going to play you, if I'm going to get you played all over the world, then the first sentence should be greetings, hello, my name is. That is how you dialogue,
Mhm.
but because they see a woman, a lot of times they negate who we are. And it's the same as when I get MP3s or EPKs or tracks in my email. If I read, what's up, baby? Hey, love, I'm not going to listen to it because you've disrespected me out of the gate.
Right.
So a lot of people in the industry, they know that I'm hard. I'm very, very hard. And that's only because I have to set a standard. Now, on my live shows, yes, I'm going to drink. They've taken my alcohol away. They've taken my alcohol away because they know that if I drink on air, I have no filter and I will tell you how trashy the music actually is. So
That might be
they
me.
yes, they've taken the alcohol away, and you'll see me a little antsy sometimes during
Uh,
the show, looking at the door, waiting for my assistant to bring something, but they always make sure, yes, it has been. I
oh,
had
I
a
love it.
show,
I
and
love it.
after I watched it, I rewatched the show, and I literally told an artist, "Don't ever, 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 ever send me anything like that again." Have embarrassed me in the industry, but he's still sending tracks though. I haven't listened to him, but I'm assuming
He's gotten better, maybe,
We
maybe.
hope that it
But
does.
wait, we say waiting to be
here.
determined, right? You know.
Mhm.
I know. But for me to say it's trash, that just means you just picked up a phone and just sang it into
Oh
it.
my God, not a phone track. Oh
I,
Lord.
yes, I don't want any karaoke. I
Mm.
don't want any
Oh
karaoke
my
track
God, that's funny.
with your little box and the little microphone connected to the
Oh,
box.
Mr.
I'm,
Microphone, Lord have
I'm
mercy.
professional. I want
Okay,
professional music. That's all
Right.
I'm asking. That's all
yeah.
I'm asking
And,
for. I ain't asking for a
Wow.
lot.
and this is your phone number, 773-331-3159, that they can reach out to you and try to
Oh,
get your
wow.
attention. But you're telling them up front, now follow instructions, y'all.
Listen,
Reach
y'all.
out to
Right.
her via Gmail.
Yes,
Email her first.
yes,
Approach her with respect.
yes.
Don't come
Right.
at her with no foolishness because you ain't going to get nowhere. Okay? You know, it's
Listen,
a shame I
listen,
have to
Linda.
repeat that over and over again because folks, they hear what they want to hear. Okay? You
And
know,
you know what? That's why I don't answer 400 calls a day.
okay.
You did not. You did not follow my office hours are from.
There you go.
Mhm.
There you go.
Here we
Well, look,
go.
I got a couple of people on here. Miss Tangi
Yeah.
is saying perfect for me. I need to connect with Miss Theresa, and she laughing because she knows she's in the female in the business, and she laughing too. You know,
Hey, Miss Tangi.
yeah. So you got some people stirred up here, so you're gonna hear some
Uh-oh.
folks from this show. And
Oh, Lord.
look, once again, give them that email to get in touch with you.
Now listen, I've been eating Burger King. I knew I shouldn't have ate Burger King. I told you don't ask me a whole lot of questions. Hold on, I'm going to go off for a minute because I got a burp. Hold on.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all heard that Burger King did it to us, so don't eat Burger King in America when you
That
come here.
was a good one. That was that was a 10 on the Richter scale.
All righty now.
I
So
love it.
now,
I
now,
love it. I
now we
love
got
it.
the email coming up. What's the email again?
Yes, it is Global Promotions, Global Promotions, all one word, Global Promotions 2020 at gmail.com.
And remember that her office hours are from 9 to 5, Monday through
I didn't
Friday.
say no 9 to 5.
Oh, okay. I was trying to help you
My
out.
office hours. Wait, I got two office hours. Let me think.
Uh huh.
I'm going to say around in the US time frame,
Uh
not
huh.
Australia, but I'm gonna say about 9, no, make it 10 because I like to sleep in.
Okay.
I'm spoiled that way. 10 a.m. Central to I'm gonna cut it off at about 8 p.m.
There you go.
Central time. Now that's enough time.
To get in
That's
touch with
enough
you.
time for Jesus to get in touch with me. All right.
Yes, yes, yes. We got a young lady all the way down in Tampa, Florida. She said, "Hey, sir, blessings." She like what's going on. Miss Tangi say, "Hey, y'all, I'm so loving her. She is the truth." All right, so look, you got people right shouting you out already. So look, we gotta get ready to get out of here because we only got an hour show. See, I don't do 8 hours like you do. You'll start and then keep going until 3 o'clock in the morning.
Blame it on the juice.
I know
Because
that's
you
right.
gotta spill the
I know that's
juice.
right. So
Blame it on the alcohol.
what do you wanna leave with them before you get out of here, Miss Teresa?
I, lastly, I want to say that, and I did a live on YouTube under Global Entertainment, wait, Global Empire Entertainment Music. Go look for that on YouTube about manifesting your dreams. Anything is possible. A little girl from the south side of Chicago. I've been all over the world. I've been able to help thousands. It wasn't just me, it was the God in me. This is what I say. I've been blessed. We are all blessed. Find your purpose, walk in your purpose, do something good for someone on this planet. Because that's all really that you can take with you. You can't take your family with you, you can't take your children. But what you do on this earth for others, that'll last. That's it.
Amen. Amen. Well, we thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate you. You keep up the good work. You keep drinking the juice and stay motivated and encouraged,
Happy.
And we're gonna bring you back again. We're gonna get you back on the
You.
show again at some time. So look, you have a wonderful evening and stay safe. And we'll be talking
Sure.
to you again real soon. Take care.
And I
So
thank you. Thank
we're
you.
gonna end the
Thank
show
you.
up today. We're gonna go over here to this slide. You can just hang up, Miss T, and we're gonna let Miss Fiona give her announcement right quick. Immaculate what?
ImmaculateEducationalConsulting.com. You
All
want me
right,
going? Okay, gotcha.
all right. So and then they can find you on Facebook.
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram. And if you want to know more, you can always inbox me or inbox Dr. Ron or even send a message through the website.
There you go. That'll work. That'll work.
Mm.
Because we're looking always to add more people to what we're doing here. Once again, we want to encourage everybody to go over to ask-dr-ron.com. Get over there, fill out a contact card, subscribe to the YouTube channel, support our vendors, like and share. We appreciate you all and all that you do. Come back and see us again on next Tuesday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Look, you see, we bring the heat, y'all. We've been dealing with nothing but legends and people that know their business all month long. And please stop in and check out on Sunday when we do our, salute to our ancestors, and that have been powerful in Black history, and I appreciate each and every person. Look, we got to get out of here, y'all. Time is up. What you want to leave them with, Miss Fiona?
Stay warm and enjoy the rest of your week.
Yes, I totally agree. Stay warm and enjoy the rest of the week. Y'all take care. Peace and love. See y'all next time.